evening, peeps. I'm Auriel Grace, and happy Dia de los Muertes in November, and happy birthday, Scorpios and Sagittarius people. And so we're doing the astrology show tonight. It's very fun for us. And so I just want to let everybody know that Kendra is only going to do 3 more shows. And then she's embarking on her own journey of her YouTube channel. And so I have the link in the comments here. And you can check her out at Know Yourself Well on YouTube. All right. She already has some videos up. Go check them out. I've got the link in the comments. You can check that out. And, subscribe to her channel and whatnot, because she's going to be putting out more stuff up there, focusing more on that. You can follow her on YouTube, and you can follow her over on Instagram as well. So at Know Yourself Well. All right.
Thanks.
So go on over there and check that out. Hey, Dana. Hey, Rebecca. All right. So, I know. I've got a list here. All right, here we go. Soul Group's Journey and Haunted are free as Kindle books right now on Amazon. Hop, skip, jump, run over to Amazon and get the free book, okay? All you have to do is look up the name, Haunted, a Psychic Story, and a Soul Group's Journey. Hey, Ma. And I'm running the November special this month. It's $60 for 45 minutes. If you want to book an appointment, please email me at agangofgirlsinc@gmail.com. You can check out, too. You can check out what's the specials and stuff like that on my website. I always forget to say this. It's on my website. It's on the underneath the contact and events thing, because I got a bunch of stuff happening this month. So go over there just in case I forget to tell you something. All right. Sign up for my newsletter. A bunch of you have signed up for my newsletter. I'm so very grateful. And so rock on with your bad selves. Remember, it is gratitude month. So what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for, baby? What are you grateful for, Kendra?
That it's your birthday this week.
Yes! It is my birthday. I'm grateful to be here. All right. So the other thing, thank you. All right. So the other thing that I want you guys to check out is this. This is my favorite thing right now. I keep looking at these. These are the birthstones for this month. Topaz and citrine. These cards were created by Kendra. If you go follow her on Facebook at K Lockhart, you will see these cards. And if you want, you can purchase them. They're really pretty. And I'm going to show you the topaz one. So I think I can get it up here. This is what the card looks like. Okay. So you can check it out. I'm going to be using these cards for when I do the birthstone psychic tips on Thursdays. So you guys can check these out. They're really pretty. They're very beautiful. Hey, Peggy, thanks. So I get to see you soon, Peg. Yay. I'm excited. All right. So check those out. She also has books. She has an astrology book. She has an intuition book.
I have a magic book. And then in December, we will have an energetics book.
And so follow her on Facebook so you can see when she publishes them. If you're interested in her books, go over. Hey, Iris, go over and follow her so you can see the posts, okay? She leaves links in the posts where you can go check it out or purchase the books. And you can always message her and ask her about it too, okay? So that would be really good and fun for you. I'm always trying to get you guys to look at things from different angles, and everybody has a different way. So find your way. Right? All right.
All right. Are we ready to take it away? So, in honor of Auriel's birth month, buckle up. We have a lot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days of something's happening. So, if you felt very stuck, if you've been bored, if you're in a rut, get ready. November is not going to let you off the hook.
Yay, good. I like those kind of months.
Now, if you're tired, then make sure that you match up to days that can give you a little bit of a kick and lean back on the ones that might drag you behind a car. So we're going to start with, of course, we've got spicy energy on election day. On November 4th, we're going to start with the 4th. Mars moves into Sagittarius.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Everybody vote. Everybody vote.
Yeah. Take your action, your ambition, and your aggression and go that way with it, because historically, the astrology on election day has kind of been. So if you see a pattern, I'm letting you know there's a pattern. There's always been something a little weird on election days, especially presidential every 4-year ones. So don't get too bunched up and bent out of shape. Use it wisely. Let go of attachments. Mars, planet of aggression, ambition, and action in Sagittarius. Excess, high fuel. Make sure that you manage your temper.
Oh, I want to say this. Mary isn't in the comments, but I know she'll watch this. Mary gets a AAA+ for Shut Up Day.
She shared. She did her homework.
She did her homework. She zipped it up and threw away the key. So she gets a AAA+.
Yes, I did this. Yes, I definitely did that a lot today. I watched a lot of coworkers getting all, the natives are restless and this isn't going to go well. So, yep. All right. On November 5th, congratulations. You have one of the best full moons in the entire year. It is the full moon in Taurus. The theme is connection and growth. The point of a full moon is you release what is in the way of that. So get centered, find yourself, know what is in the pathway as an obstacle. What is in the way of my connection? What is in the way of my growth? That what can be you. It can be a who. It can be a where. It can be a, don't just be like, what's in the way of my growth? Anyway, no. Sit with it. Ride out the space. Get your answers. Play with them a little bit. Journal it out if you need to. I know what's in my way, and that's exactly how I'm strategizing my November. The next day, you have Venus going into Scorpio. So as you can tell, next week is going to be busy. There's a cluster going on here. For November 6th, on Auriel's birthday, we have Venus going into Scorpio.
Yes.
Venus is your planet. Well, you like it. You're a Scorpio. Everyone else is like, what do we do? Oh.
I know how to work with that.
Venus is the planet of beauty and wealth and worth and love. They are Venus gifts. They're Aphrodite. Aphrodite is not always your best friend. Sometimes she can be a bee.
Yep.
Sometimes it's dark. She's not the elevated Neptune version in the zodiac. She's the teenager sometimes.
Yes.
So if we're going to take all that and put it into Scorpio, you're going to have to do some detective work. Get your magic magnifying glass for yourself out and your life and go, where am I not transforming these? And silence magic. Don't be like, hey, everyone, guess what I'm going to do? And then you don't do it.
Right.
No. Stay private and silent about it, and then let your results do the talking.
Right.
So what am I transforming? Well, I'm breaking my own rule by telling you, but I've also been doing magic long enough that I will follow through. I promise you. What am I doing with my Venus and Scorpio? I am beautifying the areas that need the most transformation in my life. I have got to handle my career right now. It's out of shape, which is why I'm going onto YouTube and taking away all my little collaborations and group participations. This has been knocking on my door since July. I have not been answering. And so now the phone is ringing on top of the door knocking. Time to do it. So when I see you for the December show, you'll know exactly what I accomplished. All right, November 9th. Guess what? Mercury is retrograding in a fire sign. You can't be too upset because it's not hard like Earth and it's not emotional like water. Can't be mad. I don't want to hear anybody.
This Mercury retrograde wasn't going to be that bad.
The one in Aries in the spring wasn't bad. The one in Leo this summer wasn't bad. So the one in Sagittarius this fall is, guess what? Not going to be this bad. So we know that Mercury is your planet that rules the domain of communication, broken down into your listening, your learning, your languaging, ba-da-ba-ba. So with it going into Sagittarius, cool. This is, more time. It's the gas pedal, but it's retrograde. So it's about you. Listen to yourself more. Learn more. Dialogue with you more. All those conversations that can get into a little entanglements, all that gossip and all that, like, did you hear about some? What about you? What about you and what you're up to? Talk to you. Go look in the mirror, have a conversation. Grab your journal and have a conversation. Sit and meditate, have a conversation. I will, I'll be in a Shakespearean monologue with my cat conversation. However you need to do this.
Yeah.
Inside job. Mercury loves it when you stop trying to bridge to other people and you start bridging to yourself when it goes backwards. This is how I win at retrogrades, Mercury's every single time. Everyone goes, how did you get an A+ on your test? Because I built a bridge to myself. I stopped worrying about everyone except me for once, and I worried about me and not everyone for once.
Right.
It's you know what, guys? It's 20 days. You're gonna survive. Do the math. 20 days in your life, if you've been on the planet 40 years, is about 0.0001% of the breaths you've taken and the steps that you've stepped. It's gonna be fast.
Right. And
now,
and that's what we're always talking about too, is pay attention to yourself first. Pay attention to how you feel about things first. Pay attention to that. And really, during this retrograde, really practice that so you feel, once the retrograde ends too, you feel more confident with knowing yourself a little bit better, right?
It's like traveling. Is you go take a trip to yourself and then come back with the postcards.
Yeah.
I've never, once upon a time I had never been to France. Now you put me in France a second time, I know what to do.
There you go.
Go take a trip to yourself with your listening, learning, and languaging more. Now, warning day, November 12th, Mercury and Mars are conjunct. What does that mean if Mercury's in retrograde? Don't you dare act out on yourself. Don't you dare get frustrated and jealous and bitter and throw in the towel and moody and mopey about how it's going. You're 3 days into the retrograde and you're probably somewhat new at doing your inner work. Relax. It's not a time to have a little fit.
Take a breath.
Do better. Do better. Use the transformation wisely. Nobody's asking you to be perfect on day 3 out of 20.
Right.
Watch that. Watch that head voiced.
And give yourself some grace.
Yes. Now, part 2. Big break. You get to chill out from the 12th to the 18th, and it's your next big day. Use it wisely. There's no such thing as a bad day in astrology. There's only using it badly, and that's what we're here for, is so that you have cheat codes on how to do well with it. Yes. The sun is conjunct to Lilith. Lilith says, embrace your shadow. But if you built your shadow because you decided there are pieces of you don't like, the sun's going to come along and shine on it the way when you turn your light on, the cockroaches run. Don't do that. Sit and be with your shadow and go, I built you because I decided you were bad. Maybe you're not so bad. Maybe you're trying to help me rebel against something where everybody telling me that it's bad is trying to get me to step in and conform, but it's making me miserable.
Right.
Now, here's a funny story. Anybody who ever has an astrology reading with me, I look at where did you get coded to be the opposite of what you are? I grew up, and by the time I was 16, it had been mapped out that I was going to be an accountant, I was going to get married, and I was going to live in the suburbs of Chicago, not even the cool ones. And I was going to get married by 28, or else I would bring shame to my family. And I was going to have 2 kids, and that all sounded like I think I can do it, but I bet you I will be the least cool person to hang out with ever. I will be so unhappy, not expressed. I'll be doing, but I won't be creating.
Right.
So fortunately, there was this massive plot twist in my life where that all fell apart and was wonderful. I had a conversation in high school with a guidance counselor, and then we had a guest speaker. So I did a 180. But that's what I'm talking about, is when you get told by, oh, you grew up here and these are your skills, so go that way.
This is November 15th, right?
18.
November 18, Dana. November 18.
Yeah.
Thank you for writing it down.
Redo your map. Redo your map, crumble it up, throw it out the window, and drive where your intuition is guiding you. You have one day. You have one day. You have, like, what are you awake for? 14 hours tops? If you're me, you're awake 18. But it's not that hard.
No, it's not. And a lot of people, one of the reasons why people are so unhappy is because they have conformed, they have done what they were told to do, or they've tried to fit themselves in a mold that, you know, they don't fit in. And so one of the things, sometimes people don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to do that because, oh my gosh, they might really be themselves. And then there's all those questions of what will people think of me? What will happen in my life? What will do this happen? But once you start to, you know, transform your life, as your transformation a lot of times does not take 1 second. When you start to transform your life, it takes time and effort.
It takes times, period. You have to multiple attempts. Like, show me anybody who said I'm going to change on one and only one try.
Right.
You know, I've had employees where you have to tell them multiple times to build the habit. I've had relationships where we've talked about the same problem 6 months in a row. It's not one, but you have one day to stop doing what everyone else is telling you to do. And if you miss that, you're probably going to be cranky. And then guess what? Your crankiness is going to ruin your life, your day, and someone else's day. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't let somebody else order off the menu for you. What do you want? You have one day. You won't even be awake 24 hours. You have one day to do this. So make it happen. It's magic, or it's a reminder of that you're not creating. And it's in Scorpio season. It's transformative. You get to shed old stuff. Speaking of which, November 20th is your Scorpio new moon. Yeah, a lot of people get real freaky about this one too. They're like, oh no, not a new moon in Scorpio season. Yeah, double Scorpio day.
Yay!
For you. It's my Brussels sprouts day. It's the day for people who love Brussels sprouts. It's their favorite day. I have to work on it. I have to put some cheese on top to make myself like it. The new moon in Scorpio is very much a void. It is blank page, real blank page, like not even prompts, not even a pencil. What do I do? It's a little bit of an escape room. Figure out when there's nothing going on, what is your something? which if you think about it, if you get over how daunting that sounds, fantastic. It's like the movie, it sounds like a Twilight Zone episode. The world stops, what are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
Well, proverbially, like, what are you going to do if the entire world stopped and you could go? What would you do? What am I going to do on the new moon in Scorpio? I'm probably going to sign up for music lessons. I'm probably going to go do something extremely new that feels creation energy, because if I gave up that I have to worry about my job, or I have to worry about this problem with work going on, or, the wobble with coworkers in my team and my territory, blah, 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 I'd probably go play. Yeah. Which rolls you right over into where I get happy again. No, I come from a family of Scorpios. You're the only one, thank God I know how you're built, that's flexible.
Really?
My family,
my brother, two of my brothers are Scorpios, and one of them is pretty flexible.
I'd love to know what the this chart is. I have two parents and a half brother, all Scorpios, and all of them, honest to God, they could eat oatmeal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 40 years. That's how much they don't like change.
Oh, hi,
not flexible people at all. Not curious about life. They're like a very shy cat, always hiding under there. They think it's exciting.
You know what? There's some trolls in Raleigh right now. I'm going to go check out the trolls in Raleigh on the 20th. Big trolls.
Those kind.
Yeah.
I thought you meant.
They built these big troll sculptures.
I thought you meant. Thought you meant crappy human beings. I thought you meant haters. Never mind.
No, I meant real trolls. Like, they're building these trolls over in Raleigh, and I think they built them somewhere else too. And so you can go see them. They're huge. They're these huge natural.
Post pictures. Pics, or it didn't happen.
No, it's done. They built the trolls.
Take pictures when you go see them, so the rest of us can see what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I will. Yeah. Oh my God, they're so cool.
Okay.
I've already seen pictures of them. Like, oh my God, I gotta go to Raleigh.
So the reason why I like the sun going into Sagittarius on the 22nd is it's the 1122. It's the 11th month and the 22nd day. Those are both master numbers. Not that I'm huge into numerology, but I like it enough to know with the sun going into Sagittarius, how can my season shine? By expansion, freedom, and wisdom. How about that? That sounds pretty cool. You got 4 weeks of that.
Oh, and now
you got 3 things in your final part of November. Bam, bam, bam. 3 in a row, day after day after day. Be sure that on November 28th, Saturn is going direct. So anything that has felt like you're trying to swim through mud on, as far as your imagination, your clarity, you're walking away from habits that need to get broken, wherever you're trying to escape, you might feel that little bump forward, especially in Sagittarius season when the sun is helping you out. The 29th, Mercury goes direct. I bet you won't even notice because it's not that big a deal.
Right. But just in case, write it in your calendar.
You can ring the bells like the Wicked Witch is dead. You can have your celebration in Munchkin Land. You can do whatever you feel like. And then the final day, it all buttons up beautifully with Venus in Sagittarius. Where does Venus want to help you beautify? She wants to help you. And remember, she's not the most mature planet in the world.
No, she's not.
So take your time. Mm-hmm. But you will have a couple of weeks where Venus in Sagittarius is going to try and beautify your moreness, your excess, and your gas pedal. Here's a bad example of Venus in Sagittarius is when she looks like, who's the tacky one? Mimi from the Drew Carey show, where it's like the clown and like, I'm pretty. Oh, no, that is Venus doing a bad job of beautification by doing all of it at
Yeah.
once, like too much, like wearing 72 accessories.
Right.
If you like Sally Field, if you're if you're of that era, she did a beautiful movie called My Name is Doris, where she just over accessorized to try and get the attention of the young male guy, and it was just like, oh, that's
Wow.
Venus and Sagittarius in a bad example. Where is Venus and Sagittarius in a great example? When it goes on adventures and quests and vacations to places that are going to bring peace into your life.
That's
So
nice.
there you go. You got a no, you got a don't, and then you got a do. Now I'm
Right.
not saying come off and have a vacation, but that's an example of when Sagittarius and Venus can play nicey together versus both be like, ugh.
Like wild and crazy, huh? I know that Venus is not. Venus is youthful because she's there is a message from her in the love book that I'm writing right now, and her message was about dating, and so it's very good. But it's also kind of funny too. So I know that Venus is kind of, I don't know, like a late teenager, early 20s.
Yeah, she's a material girl.
She is a material girl.
Why Neptune is the higher octave of Venus is if you want to have your fun and your play with Earth Camp and stuff, Venus is going, great. What are your dreams and visions and imaginations? So you can see where it's an elder octave.
Mhm.
One of the ways I use Venus in Sagittarius, if I can't take a trip that brings me peace, one thing that I enjoy doing is I will watch comedies, and you can tell when it's a crappy, shticky, raw, rude comedy, or you can tell when it's a refined one. And so I will be watching movies that have wisdom as the humor versus obnoxiousness as the humor. Sagittarius, bad Sagittarius, obnoxious. Good Sagittarius, wise.
Right.
Now add Venus, the material girl.
And that'll be a good combo. That's a good combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it is November, and I see a bunch of you in the comments that have said hi and stuff. So I do this month we're going to be talking about gratitude and how it can change your life and change your mind and change your heart. And so next week when we do the first show about gratitude, I'm going to ask you what you are grateful for. Think about what you're grateful for so that you can put it in the comments and we can share them. The reason why I do this is because when we share what we are grateful for and we share it, we give hope to other people. Gratitude and hope go together. It uplifts us and it assists us with breaking free of, like our crap. And so we want to break free from that. And this is a great month for it. This month, the way the planets are set up and stuff, is a great month. Besides, it's my birthday month, and I love to celebrate. What better way to celebrate is to talk about what we're grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. So this month is going to be a great month for all of us. I hope you wrote down the dates. If you didn't write down the dates, you can always watch this show again. It'll be up on Facebook, it'll be on YouTube, and I'm going to be uploading to Instagram in about an hour or so. That way it goes everywhere. But again, I really would love it if I put Kendra's link to her YouTube channel in the comments. If you could go over there and subscribe to her channel and watch the videos that she's got up there right now. They're pretty interesting. You may take away some really good stuff from them because I watched them and I was like, whoa.
Mm-hmm. You're going to see some magic over there. I
Yeah.
collaborated on astrology versus human design with celebrities. We did a series of 5 for the 5 human design types. I have got a free resource on magic as questions and answers on what it is and isn't. And then I've got one on energetic integration with a little teeny exercise on how to, work with your own non-physical meets physical so you can close that battery circuit. I'll be doing a lot more over there, and I'll be doing less on Facebook. So get ready, because I'm about to leave the Jackson 5 and just go be Michael. Woo!
Which is totally awesome. All right. So you got your astrology show. Take it and run with it, because it's going to be a fun month. All right.
And treat yourself to a session with Auriel for her birthday, because you know what makes her happy? Being of service.
Yes. Oh, that's the other thing. This month, if you could please donate food to your food banks. Please donate food to your food banks. Since the government is closed right now, there are a lot of people right now that need assistance. And one of the ways that we can assist them is by donating non-perishable food items to the food banks. So please do that, okay? I would appreciate it very much. I'm going to be doing it as well. Every time I go grocery shopping this month and next month, I will be buying non-perishable food items to take over to the food bank. So please do that, okay? All right, so have an awesome week, everyone. Please stay safe. And remember, keep your hearts open and align with energy of love. And I'll see you next week. Bye.